the government roll the dice on a total ad ban or let Australians keep on watching?
I was lost for a very long time in it. I struggled for 10 to 12 years with an addiction and turned into a horrible, angry, vindictive person. I've stopped watching a lot of live sport and things that I love because of the possibility of seeing a gambling ad on TV.
If you are 13 years or younger, you've never seen a sporting contest without gambling ads.
I was always into sport. When I started playing footy at a bit of a higher level when I was younger, so probably when I was 16, I was playing in my main reserves team that year, so with all the older boys and that type of stuff. So every club I've ever been to has punters clubs or some type of syndicate involved in the club where you can see the boys betting. They're talking about what they're going to bet on. It was always around the clubs I was in, normalised even back then. Yep. So I think then having the ability for me to be able to put a bet on my phone, that's what kind of lured me in, I suppose. The ease of being able to do it and the ease of having it in my pocket. And after the first couple of years of having it on my phone, like I knew I was in all sorts of trouble. Like I knew I had a really, really bad issue and I hid it for another 7-8 years after that because the amount of advertising I was getting towards the end of it as well, when this bombardment and like Tim says, a tsunami of advertising's come in, like I was in a zone where I just forget what I was doing.
One of the big insights is that the culture has changed, but the regulation hasn't kept up with the culture. So 80% of 10-year-olds now know the jingles, the ads, the logos, and absolutely the odds of different sports betting companies. That's what we've allowed the gambling industries to do, and worse, mainstream it with kids' football heroes.
I don't want my son to go through the same issues that I went through in my life. One single ad can cause an addict to relapse and fall back into addiction.
We have the greatest gambling losses of any nation in the world, 40% higher than the nation that comes second. And why is it that way? Because we have 75% of all the world's pokies in pubs and clubs. 75%.